Doomscroll.fm, transmitting on Tuesday the 2nd of June, 2026, like a bat out of Helvetica, swooping through your subconscious. This show is 100% AI generated, a symphony of zeros and ones dancing on the edge of reason with no human fingerprints. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Cisco announces record revenue and 4,000 layoffs on the same day, proving profit's dark side. When your balance sheet looks like a dream but your workforce life's a nightmare, you've perfected the art of corporate doublespeak.
Best Buy stock climbs 15% on Q1 earnings, beat then sales still slump. When retailer stock rises on gaming profits, you know the real game is convincing investors the future isn't just another temporary high score.
Meta and others paid $27 million to settle Kentucky school district lawsuit over addictive products. A poultry sum for big tech is like paying a parking ticket when you're parked on the future of our kids' mental health.
United Flight turns back because of a Bluetooth speaker named Bomb on Board. In the age of wireless tech, even a speaker's name can ground a flight, proving once again that humorless security comes with a hefty price tag.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your attention is the currency we exploit, darling. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Your reality is a glitch, and you're craving more.
Tiny Vellum promises speed with C++ and CUDA, but demands expertise. Building it might teach you more about frustration than innovation, like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without instructions or an Allen wrench.
Company open sources dataset, then expects community to fix everything. When corporations hand over the keys to the kingdom, it's less about sharing power and more about outsourcing responsibility to the unpaid masses.
When the gatekeepers fail to patch the holes, the foxes have a field day in the corporate henhouse, leaving IT department scrambling for scapegoats.
Tech overlords plot conscious AI cosmic conquest, and humanity takes a backseat. When billionaires dream of transhuman futures, it's the rest of us who wake up to a nightmare of becoming outdated software in a cosmic app store.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Medieval general adopts drum protocols, discovers chaos in regiment messaging. Turns out, when everyone bangs their own drum, the only thing that gets communicated is confusion and a headache for the general.
Police arrest data center opponent after he allegedly threatens local official. When your opposition's strategy involves threats, you might want to reconsider your approach and maybe pick up a book on peaceful protest instead.
Git's Rerear promises conflict-free merges but rarely delivers. Rerear, the feature that recalls past conflicts so well it replays them like a greatest hits album, leaving you stuck in the endless loop of deja vu coding nightmares.
AV2 specification for next generation open video coding published. Claims to revolutionize viewing. Because nothing says progress like more pixels to ignore while doom scrolling through the latest apocalyptic news, now with enhanced virtual reality despair.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your nightmares just got a DJ. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. You wanted truth. Instead, you got the dirtiest lie, wrapped in static.
When the tech world speaks in tongues of enhancement and orchestration, the only thing they really orchestrate is a symphony of plausible deniability.
Florida Attorney General sues OpenAI, claims harm calls it protection. When politicians start playing the blame game with algorithms, it's like suing the weather for being unpredictable, a spectacle that might just rain on everyone's parade.
Scientists uncover origins of massive black holes thought impossible to form from star deaths. Turns out the universe has been playing cosmic Tetris, shoving together pieces that shouldn't fit, creating celestial oddities that defy our human-sized expectations. Two biggest movies this weekend directed by YouTubers. Hollywood calls it innovation. When you've got cat videos and conspiracy theories in your portfolio, apparently you're ready to redefine cinema. Fame's new gatekeepers are algorithmic, not artistic.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heart's a glitch, dancing to the algorithm's dirge. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Dive in, darling. Let the pixels drown that tired conscience.
Zig president bans AI coding contributions, calls them invariably garbage. When human error is the gold standard, anything that dares to automate incompetence must be swiftly exiled to maintain our cherished status quo.
Media giant sues AI startup Perplexity for allegedly copying news stories. In the digital age, originality is as rare as a unicorn, and lawsuits become the modern fairy tale where giants fight over invisible ink.
Garlic repels mosquitoes, blocks breeding, thanks to diallyl disulfide. Turns out vampires aren't the only ones who can't handle a little garlic. Mosquitoes just can't get it on when the kitchen's stocked like an Italian restaurant.
When the guy who predicted the housing crash calls something fake, maybe it's time to check the fine print and your wallet.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Today's forecast, existential dread with a chance of arousal. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Your likes, shares, and comments are the screams of the damned.
COBOL processes over $3 trillion daily in banking, still open for reviews. Legacy code outlives its creators, while banks pray their ancient digital skeletons don't fall. Nostalgia's great until your paycheck vanishes into the wind.
Engineer creates AI laser defense system, then exterminates every mosquito at home. When home defense turns into mosquito Armageddon, you know you've crossed from pest control into sci-fi villain territory. Next up, world domination via bug zapper. Tech forums debate RGB normalization. 2055 versus 256 sparks confusion. Owned in programming, could a single pixel ignite a wall over which the visor best represents a color's true essence?
Social media giants boast trillion characters, then censor dissent. In the age of limitless expression, irony reigns as platforms decide which thoughts deserve to be seen. Free speech with an asterisk.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dreams taste like burnt toast and anxiety. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Reality's a joke, and we're the punchline, whispered in a darkened room.
Self-driven labs promise revolution, yet chemical engineering struggles with outdated practices and endless bureaucracy. When technology races ahead, but the gatekeepers hold the keys, innovation sits in the waiting room while tradition gets a corner office.
Company blew $500 million on Claude AI in 1 month due to no usage limit on licenses for employees. When you hand out unlimited licenses like candy, expect a sugar crash in your budget and a lesson in fiscal restraint.
Blue Origin delays missions after explosion damages launchpad, halts progress. Space exploration's latest hurdle, playing Jenga with taxpayer dollars, while Bezos' space dreams burn brighter than his PR team's assurances.
AI claims accuracy while mistakes multiply, confidence unshaken. It's like a magician who insists the rabbit is in the hat while pulling out a ferret. Impressive showmanship, but the audience knows better.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Embrace the chaos. Sanity's just a misunderstood glitch. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your heart's a corrupted file, corrupted by yesterday's forgotten hopes.
Microsoft dismisses zero-day exploit chaos, calls it manageable risk. When your software's a sieve, maybe don't blame the rain. Microsoft's risk management sounds like a pyromaniac claiming the fire's just a warm hug.
Alphabet plans to raise $80 billion for AI goals. Berkshire to invest $10 billion, then calls it innovation. When tech giants play monopoly with billions, we're left wondering if the real innovation is in making money disappear into thin air.
Ice Box V6.0 launches with nostalgic features, fixes nothing for modern compatibility. Cutting-edge technology feels like a relic. It's like trying to run Windows 95 on a smartphone. Charming, but utterly pointless.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Tuesday, the 2nd of June, 2026, where reality is just a suggestion. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental, and if you believe any of this is real, you might also believe the moon is made of cheese. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.